Hello everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. In today's video, it's going to be finally another episode of the Watch Pile. This should be episode 9, I believe. So I had to go back from the comments of the last video, which is about 2 months ago now, I think, to see what people picked. And we've got 4 different titles. Luckily, I've not seen any since, which is good, but it's going to be the same as normal. I've got the 4 titles out here. I've put them into a random picker, which I'll spin in a second and show you on screen, and then whichever film gets picked, I'll watch, because that's the fairest way to do it. I'll put the film on then, come back, talk a bit about what I thought about it, whether I'm going to keep it or not, and then I'll show you the next shelf, which will be back to shelf 3, which you would have seen in Monday's video, which I did like the collection to show you what's part of it, but I'll still show you that again, so you can see what you have to pick from. And yeah, that'll be it for the next video. You've got you'll have just under a week to put your votes in, because I record the video on a Tuesday and put it out on a Wednesday. But enough talking, don't want this to drag on for too long, so I've got the names ready already and on the list, and I'm just going to tap and spin it. There we go. And it's very clearly Soylent Green, which I believe Roy chose, if I remember rightly. So there we go. I watched that one, and I think of the 3, it's the shortest one as well, clocking in at 97 minutes. So I'm going to close that now, put that away. So, yeah, I'm going to put on Soylent Green now, and as it's only an hour and a half, I shall be back at about 9 o'clock to give you my thoughts and show you the choices for next week. So until later. So I just got done watching Soylent Green. Better than that hand. Yeah, interesting film. Different to what I was expecting it to be. It's got a good twist at the end. Charlton Heston, pretty good in it. Yeah, it's pretty good. Solid, like, I suppose, what would you call it? Science fiction, I guess, because it's set in like it's set in 2022, and obviously this is a 70s film, so it's kind of like those films, a bit like Blade Runner. Can't think of the word you use. There is a word, but I can't remember what it is. But yeah, just like kind of in a polluted, overpopulated New York City, and he plays a cop investigating this rich guy's murder. Things are not as they seem, and he uncovers some things, I suppose, in the end he wishes he hadn't have found out. But yeah, good film. One I would watch again in the future, especially since it's only an hour and a half. Yeah, personally, I know I'm probably in the minority. I didn't get on with the Omega Man. I didn't enjoy that. Thought that was quite slow, quite boring, but quite dated if you ask me. But I can imagine that in its time, people probably really enjoy that, and I'm sure people still enjoy it now. But that one wasn't for me. But yeah, I can say I definitely enjoyed this one. So yeah, that's Soylent Green, and yes, it will be staying in my collection for now. I probably won't talk about it that much in my weekly watches video, because I've spoken about it in length here, so I don't think it's very necessary. But yeah, Soylent Green is this week's pick from the watch pile that has now been watched. So now we're going to flip the camera, and we're on shelf 3. So I'm going to show you shelf 3. I'll go through ones that will be a rewatch for me, and then obviously the rest, and ones that are excluded because I've seen them recently and they're like in a box set. And then yeah, I'll end it there and leave it until the next one. So we have, I'll try and do this without falling over. Professional. So there we go. Up here, so Fast and Furious, it will be 5, 6, 7, 8 are the ones I've seen, so the others are ones that can be watched again. Basically, Night and Day will be a rewatch. Tooth Fairy will be a rewatch. Both the Fantastic Four films. The first Tron's excluded because I watched that fairly recently, but Tron Legacy is included. The Amazing Spider-Man films will both be rewatches. The Muppets films, the original Muppets movies excluded, as is A Christmas Carol. Bridge to Terabithia will be a rewatch. Going over here, we have checking. First Spider-Man is excluded, but 2 and 3 will be rewatches. Batman and Batman Returns are excluded, but I haven't seen the other two. And going over here, Trespass Against Us will also be a rewatch. So coming back down. So yeah, sorry for that dodgy camera work, but there's not really any easy way to do that. So but yeah, so that is it for this week's episode of the Watch Pile, episode number 9. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of Soylent Green if you've seen it down below, and let me know out of Shelf 3 what film you'd like me to see, watch and review next week. And that is it. So if you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and turn your notification bell on so you know when I have a new video uploaded to the channel. Comment down below anything and everything. As you know, I always get back to anyone that takes the time to leave me a message because I really do appreciate it. And that is it. So until next time, everyone, take care. Goodbye.